Welcome back to Bright Ahead. I had some friends question me about how my system works, what's cash stuffing, and everyone who is new to budgeting might not know what those things are or how the system works. So I decided to make a video about it. I know some people are not really interested in looking into a lot of videos to finally understand how this works. So I'm gonna tell you how I work with this and how I budget and why I budget. Like certain amounts into certain categories, and what do I do with the money that I get from like Christmas, birthday, or Easter. I call it special money, so I'm gonna just call it special money from now on. So let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you how I divide my money, how much I put into it, why I put so much into it, or so less into it. And I'm gonna explain why I put like monthly into certain categories and why I use special money in other categories. Okay, so starting with my allowance, I get a 60 euro allowance every month. My god, I'm sorry. And first thing I do is put 25% of my allowance into my dates binder. If you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a special friend that you hang out with very often, I would recommend you to get a dates or your best friend, a binder for your best friend, or just a really special friend for you, because those things suck up your money and you don't even see it when you go out to eat, or when you want to go to a special place, an amusement park, or somewhere you need to buy a ticket for. You need to be prepared. And so I put 15 euros into my dates binder every month. It's 25% of my allowance, and it's something that always gets stocked. Okay, that's it, no questions asked. If I don't spend everything on that month, I'll just like keep the rest of it for probably the next month, or for a special occasion like Valentine's Day. In my case, Valentine's Day, our anniversary, or our Christmas dinner, which are our big celebrations throughout the year, or something fun to do on during summer. So whatever, if you have a friend or best friend or whatever you want to call it, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, I would recommend you to get a binder, an envelope, or like, you don't even have to do the system, okay? You can just write it down on a sheet of paper how much you have into a certain category. If you don't want to do it with physical money, if you want to just keep everything on your card, then that's fine. Just make sure you have a tracker in paper or even in Excel of how much you spend and how much goes into each category. And I think this is a must-have for everyone, okay? I put, again, 25%, it's 15 euros every month out of my 60 euro allowance. Then I have Kami. Kami is my best friend. I told on my last video, I think, that I only see her once every 3 months, kind of. And the only time that I actually spend more money on her is when her birthday comes around. So I put a really small amount. Even though I put it every month, I put a really small amount. I put 5 euros, which is around 8% of my allowance. I do either 15 euros, 10 or 5, and in her case she gets 5 because, again, I don't see her very often, but I want to make sure that I have enough for her birthday money or enough for when we want to go out and grab something to eat. So I think if you have that really special friend that you only see very rarely, you should also get it, but this doesn't apply to anyone, and I know that, but yeah, get a binder for your friend if you need. Now I have a general friends binder. I also think that this is really necessary because this envelope. Why do I keep saying binder? Envelope, because you will need to buy birthday gifts. You will have birthday dinners, and you want to be prepared. So have a friends. Eating out is also something that you need to have because let's be realistic, we are only human. I've seen some people doing budgeting and saying, oh, I'm not gonna eat out for the rest of the year, and it's like October when they say that. 1 or 2 videos later they say, oh yeah, I ordered takeout, or me and my best friend went out to eat. Let's be realistic, we are going to eat out. We can't cook every time. We get tired of it, okay? We want different food, we want a different vibe. So make sure you have an eating out or takeaway or takeout or whatever envelope or category if you're doing it on paper, so you're prepared for whenever it comes. I'm gonna get back to it because these 3 envelopes get a different amount every month, and I'm gonna talk about it in a second. Also, hobbies, it's necessary. You have hobbies, everyone has hobbies or something they like of a sort, and you're going to spend money on it. Might not be every month, but there will come a time where you want to buy something, and if you don't have it, like don't have any money or anything put away for it, then you're just going to take out from other categories, and that's not what we want. So make a hobbies category as well. So every month I have 15 euros to spend on one category of these 3, or 2, or even all of them. So for example, if I know I have a friend's birthday coming up and I'm not going to spend anything on eating out because I have enough, or hobbies, I'm going to put the 15 all in my friends category. But if I don't have any friends' birthday coming up and I know that I want to go eat out, I'm going to put 15 into eating out, or same thing with the hobbies. I'm not going to do any of those things, it goes into hobbies. However, I can break down those 15 euros into these 3 or into just 2. Like I did last video. If you didn't see my first cash stuffing, what I did was I put some into friends and eating out. For example, I put, I think, 10 into friends and 5 into eating out, or like the other way around, I don't remember. But you can break down that value according to your necessities for the next month or months. So you're prepared and you know how much you're going to spend, and you should be adapting your categories to your lifestyle and not your lifestyle to your categories. Does that make sense? Yeah. Tickets doesn't get stuffed every month. Merch also doesn't. Tech also doesn't. And trips also doesn't. I'm going to talk about them in a bit. I'm just going to finish talking about what I stuff every month and why. Then I stuff 10 euros every month in investing. You don't need an investing category if you don't invest. What can you do instead of investing? You can, for example, if you have a real specific hobby that you don't want to put in general hobbies, okay, if you do something like really specific, like gaming or crocheting or just whatever, you can put a category down for that. And you can put how much you want. I put 10 euros, that's around 17% of my allowance, but it's really what I'm comfortable putting towards investing every month. So, miscellaneous, I think it should be a mandatory category, because these things can save your bum, if you know what I mean, when you don't have enough for something. Like if you're short in any of these categories, you take it out of miscellaneous. Or if you don't have anything put towards something in your life and it doesn't fit any of these categories, you just take it out of miscellaneous. I think it's good because you have a cushion in case you're short in money and you don't have to take out from other categories, and I just love that very much. So have a miscellaneous, okay? Into miscellaneous I put 5. It's a really small amount, I know, but since I don't use it regularly at all, it just builds up over time, and that's really cool. So that's how much I put. And then I put 10 euros towards challenges. Again, another around 17%. But this is my binder for challenges. But it's because I want to keep cash stuffing fun and exciting for me. You don't have to do that. You can put into any of these categories. For example, if you don't want to do challenges, you can put it in eating out or hobbies or whatever really adapts to your lifestyle. Now, special money. Let's talk special money. Special money, I divided it in 3 different ways. Okay, I have 3 different ways of putting my special money. It depends on how much I have, really, and what makes sense for me at the time. But I'm going to explain those 3 different ways that I put my money. Okay, so for special money, birthday money, Christmas money, just money that you don't get from your allowance or your job or whatever, what do I stuff? I put 40% on my savings bank account, okay? Then 30% of the money that I get investing, then 20% in hobbies. And when I mean hobbies, it's not just this category. It's also tickets, if I have a Comic-Con or a concert coming up, merch, if I have something that I really want to buy from something merch, you know, whatever, technology, and trips. If I have, it will depend on my life circumstances at the time, but hobbies can be any of these categories, okay? It's just, these are for me, okay? These are categories that are for me, for my fun. So I put 20% into my personal fun. Hobbies, tickets, merch, tech, trips. And then 10%. Sorry, someone is doing okay, renovations. And then 10% on challenges, again, because I want to keep it fun. Then I have, I'm sorry. Then I have another way of putting my money, which is 25% on my bank account, 25% on investing, 30% on boyfriend, best friend, and friends, and then the other 20% again on the hobbies, on my hobbies. Or miscellaneous, depends again on my life situation. Then another one that I actually did last time with my Christmas money, which was 1/3 goes to my bank account, savings bank account. Another 1/3 went into investing, and the last 1/3 of it went into my boyfriend and, you know, best friend and friends, and like hobbies and whatever. So which categories don't get stuffed monthly? Dates gets, she gets, friends gets, eating out gets, hobbies can get or cannot. Also these ones can or cannot, but this one I don't really focus so much because I have these really stacked. Tickets doesn't get any monthly money, but I like to stuff it if I know I'm going to have something special coming up and I need to buy tickets for it. Merch also doesn't get stuffed because I don't buy merch like that every month or whatsoever, so merch is really important for me when the right time comes and I want it really full. right now it's fully funded on 50 euros. Technology also doesn't get monthly money, and I just stuff it with special money. Trips, I don't even have anything on trips. I don't have any trips planned, but if I did, special money would go into here, because trips is not something that I do regularly. Doesn't make sense for me or my lifestyle, so I just put it when I need it. And that's kind of how I do it. Now, what's cash stuffing? Cash stuffing is simply the act of you grabbing your allowance. In my case, I use physical money and putting it towards your categories. So I stuff my category. I put money into it. That's cash stuffing. If you don't like, or this physical money thing doesn't work out for you, you can and should do an alternative way. Again, as I said, grab a sheet of paper or grab your Excel and make categories and say, oh, okay, I want to put X amount this month, and then you sum it up or take it out according to your expenses and to your monthly budget. So again, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's much more for me to say. That's kind of how I do it, and I wanted to give you the reasons why I do it like this. It's because it works for me, okay? We can't adapt our lifestyle to our categories. We should adapt our categories to our lifestyle, and that's what I did. After much trial and error, these categories work for me wonderfully. I think this is like my ultimate my best way of putting it. I think I've changed my categories at least 3 times in these last few years. Again, we have different necessities, we get different necessities and different priorities over the years, and that's why I changed them so much. But this is what's working for me, and I think this is a great basis for you if you want to start. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll answer them all, no problem. You can even suggest other categories for people if I didn't think of one. That could be really great. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying these kinds of videos. Let me know what I can do better. Right now I know my lighting isn't the best because it's been raining like crazy for 3 weeks. It's crazy. And my yellow lights aren't working really well, so that's why the video is so weird with this lightning. But I'll try to get it better, okay? I promise. And I also noticed that the audio last time wasn't so great, so I'm trying a different way of recording my audio. I hope it's slightly better at least, and I'm so sorry if it isn't. Let me know what I can do better, because I will look into it. Also, I'm looking into a new phone stand, because last time my phone stand fell. It's not great. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!